Good morning, students. I am Rakesh Kumar. I am going to discuss chapter friction again. You say rest part of friction, but before discussing about the friction, rest part of friction, we must have to take a little revision of the things taught in the previous class. Now, as I have told, force of friction is a force which opposes the motion. We have taken several examples for understanding the force of friction. For example, ball rolling on the ground gradually slows down and come to rest due to the force of friction. Our bicycle stops after some times when we stops the pendulum. This is the example of force of friction. I am just giving a little revision of the friction because for understanding the rest part of the friction which is left, the revision of this is necessary. Now, factor affecting the force of friction. As I have told, there are two factors on which the force of friction depend, out of which first one is nature of the surfaces in contact, means the surface of the object which is sliding or rolling or try to move, and the surface. And second one is how hard the surfaces press together, means force applying on the object. In this example, force is more, so friction is more, and in this example force is less, so friction is less. Now, for first factor, nature of contacting of surfaces, as we have already discussed, nature of surfaces are rough. In this figure diagram, the nature is rough, so friction is more. In this diagram, the surface is smooth, so friction is less. In this diagram, surface is smooth, so friction is less, while in this diagram the surface is smooth and not smooth, it is rough surface, so friction is more. Now, for second point, means for pressing the two objects. In this diagram, the force acting on the surface is less. It means the surface is pressed not so hard, so friction is less, while in this case the force pressing the two objects is more, so friction is more. Now, next we have discussed cause of friction. Memorize again. First point, force of friction. Second, force factor on which the force of friction depend. And third point, just I am going to revise, cause of friction. So friction is caused due to the interlocking between the two surfaces in contact. As I have told in previous class, if the nature of the contacting surfaces is smooth, means there are very small irregularities between the two surfaces, then the friction is less, while if there are more irregularities between the two contacting surfaces, then friction is more. So we can say force of friction mainly depends upon the irregularities between the two objects. This is the main cause of the force of friction. See in this diagram, this is a surface and this is the object. This shows the irregularities. So we can say the irregularities between the two surfaces is the main cause of force of friction. On this fact, a major question arises, which is we have to apply more force to start a cart rather than to maintain its motion. Why? Listen again. We have to apply more force to start a cart or vehicle rather than to maintain its motion. Why? Reply is that whenever we have to start the cart, then we have to overcome the irregularities which takes more force or required more force, and once the object is started, then we have to apply little force in order to maintain the motion. This is a very important question. Now, types of friction. Mainly there are three types of friction. Static friction, which come into play whenever any object is placed over the another object and it is static. Next one is sliding friction. This friction acts whenever any object slides over the another object. And third is rolling friction, which come into play whenever any object rolls over the another object. If we want to arrange them, means these three frictions in increasing way, then rolling is smaller. After that, sliding is some more than the rolling, and finally static friction is more than the out of these two. These are the examples. This is the for static friction, this is for sliding friction, and this is for rolling friction. Now, friction is useful for us or harmful for us. So at first I am going to discuss friction is useful for us. Friction is useful for us in many cases, many day-to-day activities. Friction between the feet and the ground help us to walk on the ground. By the friction, we can write with the help of pen or pencil on the paper or with the help of chalk on the blackboard. If there is less friction, then we cannot write easily. Friction between the tires and the road helps automobile to move on the road. As I told in the previous class, that if the groups of our tire of vehicles are destroyed, then our vehicle cannot run easily on the ground. Again, it is the friction due to which our building stands, or you say the bricks and the mortar bind with each other. These are some examples as we discussed in the previous class. Now, friction is sometimes undesirable, means friction is not useful in all cases. There may be some cases where the friction is undesirable, means evil for us. Soles of the shoes wear due to the friction, tires of the vehicle and automobile wear due to the friction, steps of a staircase and foot over bridge in railway stations wear out due to frictions, knives and razors lose their sharp edges due to the friction. Now here, three questions arises as I have already discussed in the previous class. First question is, friction is necessary for us. If we have to write the reply of this question that friction is necessary for us, then you have to go through these points, means friction is necessary for us. All these points are written in the reply of the question, friction is necessary for us. So if a question is asked that friction is necessary for us, then write these 3 points. But whenever it is asked that explain that friction is harmful for us, then you have to write these 3 points or these points that friction is harmful for us. Now, another question is again asked in so many exams that explain that friction is necessary evil, or friction is necessary evil, explain this. Whenever we have to write or give the solution of this question, that is, friction is necessary evil, explain it, then we have to at first write friction is necessary in one paragraph. After that, we have to write friction is evil in next paragraph, and in final paragraph we have to write the conclusion of these two, that is, in some cases friction is necessary for us and friction is evil for us, so friction is a necessary evil. Now, next point is, friction is necessary for us, so we must have to know some method by which we are able to increase the friction. And if friction is evil for us, then we must have to know some method or concepts by which we are able to decrease the friction. So, at first I am going to discuss the method for increasing the friction. As you know, friction depends upon the nature of contacting surfaces. Recall the factor on which the friction depends. I am repeating again. Recall the factors on which the force of friction depends. You conclude that force of friction depends upon the nature of contacting surfaces. If the contacting surfaces are rough, then friction is more, and contacting surfaces are smooth, then friction is less. So, if we have to increase the friction, then we must have to try make the contacting surfaces rough. So, if we make the contacting surfaces rough, then the friction is more, or we are able to increase the force of friction, due to which we make our shoes grip to have a better grip. Tires of vehicles are resoled again and again. Brake pads of vehicle are rough to stop moving vehicle, and gymnast or player applies some coarse substances on their hand for a better grip. So these are the method of increasing the friction. Main point is that we have to make the surfaces rough. Whenever the surfaces are smooth, then friction is less. So we have to increase the roughness. Why? Because we are going to increasing the friction. So one point always remember in your mind that we have to increase the friction, so we have to make the surfaces rough. Now next, method for decreasing the friction or reducing the friction. As I told in previous class also and today, that for reducing the friction or friction depends upon the roughness of the surfaces. Here we have to reduce the friction, so we must have to make the surfaces smooth, for which we apply different methods. We use the lubricants, means powder lubricant or liquid lubricants or semi-liquid lubricants like grease in our vehicles. We use rollers or wheels. We use ball bearing. We sprinkle the talcum powder while playing the carom board. So in all these methods, we are trying to reduce the friction, for which we are applying such type of methods by which we can reduce the irregularities, means making the surfaces smooth. In some cases, we also apply the ball bearings for reducing the friction. Ball bearings reduces the friction by converting the sliding friction into rolling friction. As we know, the rolling friction is less than the sliding friction, so ball bearings are used in ceiling fans or bicycles or vehicles to reduce the friction. In fact, by using the ball bearing, I am repeating again, in fact, by using the ball bearings, we are able to convert the sliding friction into rolling friction. We convert sliding friction into rolling friction. Why? Because rolling friction is much more less than the sliding friction. So these are the methods by which we are able to increase the friction or decrease the friction. In previous class, we have learned up to this point. Now next point, the point, or you can say points for today or topics for today. Fluid friction. Topic for today is fluid friction. Fluid also exert the friction. For this, just I am going to create a situation. Say there is a path which is empty and another path in which some water is available, and next in third path muddy water is available. Now if I say that move in each path, say the path is of 20 meter, then you feel that in empty path you can move easily, but in the path in which water is filled, you may feel some difficulty, while in the path which contain the muddy water, you feel more difficulty. So by this discussion, we can see that we feel difficulty in muddy water more than the path in which water is filled, and we feel more difficulty in the path in which water is filled than the empty path due to the friction exerted by the fluid. So we can say that fluid friction or fluid also exert the friction. So if question is asked that what is fluid friction, then you simply say friction exerted by the fluid is known as fluid friction. Now, fluid friction depends on some factors. So, I am going to discuss the factors on which the fluid friction depends. First is the speed of the moving object. Fluid friction depends upon the speed of the moving object. If the speed of the moving object is more, then friction is more. Now, shape of the object or shape of the moving object. If the shape of a moving object is flat, then more friction is exerted on it, while if the shape is pointed, then friction is less. Next one is nature of the fluid. Fluid friction also depends upon the nature of the fluid. Whenever fluid have some nature that sticks with the moving object, then friction is more, or the density of the fluid is more, then the friction is more. Now see some examples. Bird flying in air have a streamlined body to reduce fluid friction. This is the example of shape of the body. Birds have the streamlined body. A streamlined body means pointed in the forward side. Fishes lives in water have a streamlined body to reduce the frictions. By taking some inspirations by the nature, we design our aircraft or a spacecraft like the bird or fishes, means a streamlined object. Here this is the bird, body is streamlined. This is aeroplane, body is streamlined. A streamlined body means the body which is pointed in forward side. This is the fish, these are the rockets. Now, I am going to send the main points of this chapter. After this, we discuss the question answer. Here this is the photograph or copy of your book. At the end of chapter, some keywords are given. In this keyword, there are so many points. You must have to memorize these keywords. At first, air resistant, second, ball bearing, fluid. Now, fluid is a substance which have the nature to flow. Air and liquids are known as fluids. Fluid friction produced by the fluid. Here, limiting force of friction. Limiting force of friction, this is a new word which is not discussed in the chapter, but I am going to again discuss. Whenever you apply some force in order to move the object which is stationary, or say an object is in the stationary position, if you apply some force to move it, then the force of friction opposes the motion. If you again increase the force, say initially you are applying some force F, object is again stationary, you increase by the force by 2F, you are applying the force 2F, then object is again stationary. Again you increase the force of friction by 3F, the object is again stationary. Now you apply the force 4F on the object, then object is start moving or sliding or rolling. But if you decrease the force, say again maintain the force 3F rather than 4F, then object is moving. So here the force of friction up to 3F is the limiting friction. Limiting friction means maximum static friction. Whenever we apply the force on the object in order to move it, then force of friction also increases its value, but there is a limitation that the object, the surface cannot increase the force of friction up to after a maximum limit. So the limiting friction is the force of friction which is the maximum value. After that, the object and surface cannot increase its value. Here it is written clearly, maximum value of the force of friction between two surfaces in contact with each other that come into play just before the onset of a relative motion between them. Means maximum value of force of friction between the two surfaces required just before coming in the object into the state of motion from the rest. Now, lubricants. Lubricants are the substances which reduces the force of friction between the two surfaces. Next one is rolling friction. The force of friction which come into play whenever any object rolls over the another object. Next, sliding friction. Whenever any object slides over the another object, then sliding force of friction come into play. Next is streamline flow, a systematic regular flow of a fluid in which all the particles that pass and given any given point follow the same path with the same speed. A streamline shape means a special shape designed for the object which have to move in the fluid, or a special shape that lower the frictional drag between a fluid and the object. Next point is, you must know, if you want to make a strong grip on this chapter, then at first you have to revise the things taught, means the main topics. After that you have to memorize the keyword. You may say that this is the main homework. There are two types of homeworks, main homework and subsidiary homework. So this is the main homework, that you must have to memorize the keyword. If you have any problem, then ask from me on my personal WhatsApp number. Just already I have provided the WhatsApp number, but it is bad things that only few students give the reply through the WhatsApp. So many students are behaves like the sleeping member. So dear students, be active. If you have any problem, then you certainly ask from me. I am ready to give the reply of each student. One student, just I am forgetting the name of such a student, call me and ask for his queries. So after the keyword, you must have to memorize these points. You must know first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, after that, assignment section comes. I am also attaching the photograph of the set of question answer of the provided in the book. You must try to do the question answer. Now first is something to do, means question answer section. First section is fill in the blanks. In the fill in the blank section, these are the questions you have to fill. Actually, in fact, this is the book of a old student, which is at present in 9th student. So he have filled some solutions, but you have to say static friction is always greater than the sliding friction. Solution of this boy is true, but you have to write by yourself. If the particular student marked some wrong answer, then forget it. You have to write your own answer. Clear? Now, second. So I am leaving the first part. I am not going to discuss each questions. This is homework for you. Now second question. True or false? 1. When a body slides over a smooth and wet surfaces, the amount of interlocking of irregularities of two surfaces in contact increases. These students have written false, but you have to decide it is true or false. Now, second, if a car moves eastward, the force of friction acts southward. These students have written false. In fact, this is false. Why? Because when a car moves in east direction, then force of friction acts in west direction. Why? Because force of friction opposes the motion of the object. Here you see the car is moving in east direction. So opposite of east is west. So force of friction must act in south direction. But in this question it is written that car is moving in east direction. So force of friction acts in west direction. But in this question it is given that car is moving in east and force of friction acts in south. It is wrong. So it is false. Next, friction depends on how hard the two surfaces press against each other. This student marks it true. It is actually true. Why? Because we know that force of friction depends upon the roughness of surfaces and how hard the object is pressed. So this is true. Next one is the sole of shoes and the tires of vehicle are threaded to decrease the effect of friction. No, this is false. Why? Because tires and soles are threaded, means having a good grip to increase the friction. So this statement is false. Now, lubricants can be liquid, semi-liquid or solid. This is true because in last discussion or in last class, just I have discussed that liquids lubricants may be liquid, for example oil, semi-liquid grease, or solid means graphite. So this statement is true. Now next one, friction can be increased by using ball bearing between the moving parts of machine. Friction can be increased by using ball bearing between moving parts of machine. This statement is false. Why? Because as I told few minutes before that by using the ball bearing we can reduce the friction. Why? Because ball bearing converts the sliding friction into rolling friction, and rolling friction is much more less than the sliding friction. So if we are using the ball bearing, then we are converting the sliding friction into rolling friction. But here in these questions, it is given that, or it is written that by using the ball bearing we can increase the friction. So this statement is false. Now next, fluid friction can be minimized by giving suitable shape to the object moving through the liquid. Yes, it is true. By providing the special shape for the object which have to move in the fluid, we are able to decrease the friction, and that shape is a streamlined body or a streamline shape. So this statement is true. Now tick the correct option. In first question there are 4 options. In first, friction acting in upward direction and force of object in downward direction. Second, friction acting in downward direction. Third, object is moving in downward direction. Object is moving in upward direction, and force of friction acts in downward direction. So you have to decide which option is true. For this question, you have to always remember that force applied and force of friction are opposite to each other. Force of friction and the force applied on the object are always opposite to each other. So you have to decide. Now, second one, 2 boys are applying oppositely directed and equal in magnitude force on a box as shown in the figure. Means here are 2 boys which are applying the equal force and opposite force on each other. In such a case, the force of friction that would exist between the lower end of the box and the ground would be sliding friction, fluid friction, rolling friction, or static friction. Here, force applied by both objects, both the boys are equal and opposite to each other, so they are counterbalancing the force applied by each other. Box remains stationary, so friction is static. The boy have marked the correct answer. If you have any confusion regarding the marking, then you consult with me on my personal WhatsApp number. I am ready to give the reply of each and every student very honestly. You awake, not behaves like a sleeping student. Consult with me and give your response through the WhatsApp or equation. In previous class, some students doesn't provide his or her comments. Next, four students were asked to arrange the frictional force due to rolling, sliding, static in increasing order. You have to increase these. Rolling, sliding, static is the correct option and it is true. Now, next, the energy used up in overcoming frictions get converted mainly into sound energy, light energy, heat energy and chemical energy. Whenever any object slides over the another object, then this energy is converted into heat energy. So reply of the boy is correct. Now, Rahul rolls a ball on a wooden surface. The ball covers a certain distance before coming to rest. To make the same ball over a much longer distance before coming to rest, Rahul would spread a newspaper, spread a towel, sprinkle talcum powder, spread a jute bag. Now, in this question, in first case, the ball stops after covering a small distance. Now, Rahul wants to ball cover a longer distance. So, we require less friction between the ball and the surface. Means we have to make the surfaces smooth. Means we have to decrease the friction or decrease the irregularities. So we must have to sprinkle talcum powder on the wooden surface. Now, next one is a ball is sliding on a horizontal surface. The force of friction between the two can be increased by decreasing the area of contact, applying a layer of some lubricants on the surface, by polishing the surface, by putting a second identical block on top of the given block. Now, see again. The force of friction of two can be increased by for this we have to increase the force of friction. A block is sliding. So here all means first three, these are related with the roughness or smoothness. You know, for increasing the friction, we have to make the surfaces rough, not the smooth. So first three are not correct. Now, if we have to increase the friction, then we have to increase the load. Why? Because force of friction depends upon two factors. One is nature of contacting surface and second one is force pressing the two objects. So we have to put a second identical block on the top of the given block, by which we are able to increase the force of friction pressing the two objects. Now, main questions. Define the following questions in briefs. First, define the term static friction, sliding friction. You can easily define. If you memorize the keywords, then reply of these questions in given in keyword. Static friction, as you know, whenever object is in the static position, then the force of friction acting is known as static friction. Similarly, sliding friction, whenever any object slides over the another object, then the friction acting in this situation is sliding friction. Now next, state the meaning of terms rolling friction and fluid friction. Means in these first two questions, you have to write the definition of static friction, sliding friction, rolling friction and fluid friction, which is became clear. You can do it. So you can do it. Next, state the likely cause of friction. In the chapter we have learned there are two causes of force of friction. First is nature of contacting surface, and second one is force, how hard the object is pressed, or you can say force pressing the two objects. So this is the cause of friction. Now next one is, a ball is resting on the floor. To move it, a force is applied as shown in the diagram. In first diagram, box is at rest, force is applied. In second diagram, applied force is 2F. And third diagram, applied force is 3F. Box just begin to slide. Now, give the likely value of the force of limiting friction. The force of limiting friction is here. F, no. 2F, yes. 3F, no. Why? Because by the application of force 3F, the box begin to slide. So force of limiting friction is 2F. Now next one, name the kind of frictional friction that come into play when a book kept on a collection of cylindrical pencil is moved by pushing it. Means a heavy load is placed and below some pencils are placed. Here, by applying some force, the book move easily on the pencil in comparison to the second book placed on the surface. So here rolling friction come into play. Now next, why are objects given a special shape when they are moving through fluid? Write the name of these special shape. This is very important question. Why are objects given to a special shape? You know, whenever object have to move in the fluid, fluid also exert the friction, which is known as fluid friction. So, in order to decrease the fluid friction, we provide the objects which have to move through a fluid in order to decrease the friction. I am repeating again. In order to decrease the friction for the object which have to move through the fluid, we give a special shape for decreasing the friction. I am repeating again. This is a very important question. Why an object given a special shape? The object given a special shape which have to move through a fluid in order to decrease the friction. The object provide a special shape which have to move through a fluid in order to decrease the friction. And name of this shape is the streamline shape, and the body is known as streamline bodies. Now next, answer the following questions in briefs or first question, define the force of friction. List the factor affecting the force of friction. Explain with example. For these questions, you have to write the definition of force. At first, you have to write the definition of force, means what is force of friction. And after that, you have to write the factors on which the force of friction depends. First is the nature of contacting surfaces. In that you write whenever surfaces are smooth, object experiences less friction, but whenever the nature of contacting surface is rough, then object experiences more force of friction. And second one is force pressing the two objects. Explain with examples, means you have to give the example as I given in the notes. So you have to at first define the force of friction, after that factor affecting the friction, and explain the two factors with the help of example as given in the notes. Now second one, a box is allowed to roll down an inclined wooden plane for a given height. At the foot of the inclined plane, it moves on a horizontal surface differently covered by one as shown in the following figure. Now, in first, newspaper is placed here. In second, woolen cloth is placed here, and in third case, C, plain glass sheet is placed. Now, in which case is the ball likely to move the longest distance? Give reason for answer. Now, I think your reply is C. Why? Because in all these three cases, A, B and C, ball is rolled with the same height, so in each case same force is applied. But newspaper and woolen cloths exert more force of friction, while the plain glass sheet exert less friction. So in this case, means case C, the ball cover more distance. Now next, explain why sliding friction is slightly less than a static friction. This is very important question. Explain why sliding friction is slightly less than the static friction. You have to write, in sliding friction, you have to apply the force for maintaining the object in the state of motion, while in the case of static friction, we have to apply more force in order to break the interlocking. I am repeating again. In the case of static friction, means whenever object is stationary, we have to apply more force in order to break the interlocking. So, static friction is slightly more than the sliding friction, or sliding friction is slightly less than the static friction. I think this is clear. If not clear for a particular student, then he or she call me on my number and take your reply after 3:30 p.m. or 4 p.m. because from 11 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. you are engaged in the class of different teachers. So you can ask me after the period of class or before the period of class, means in next day before starting the class, means after near about 9 a.m. 10 a.m. Now next question is, give reason for the following. First, we tend to sleep when we step on a banana peel. Whenever we step on a banana peel, then there is less friction between our feet and the ground. So due to reducing the friction by the banana peel, we sleep. Next one, it is easier to push a lighter box than a similar heavy box on the same floor. Now here, as you already know, that force of friction depend upon the force pressing the two objects. So in lighter box, the force pressing the two objects is less, and a heavier box, the force pressing the two objects is more. So it is easier for us or for you to push a lighter box than a heavy box. Why? Because in lighter box less force of friction acts, while in the case of heavier box more force of friction acts. Now next, the force needed to start a cart is greater than the force needed to keep it moving with a uniform speed. It is just like the question number 3. These two questions are related with each other. The force needed to start a cart is much more greater than moving it in motion. Why? Because whenever we have to start a cart, then in that situation the cart is in the state of rest, means here static friction is acting, and whenever a cart is moving, then in that situation rolling friction is acting. In the case of starting the cart, we have to overcome the static friction, or you say you have to overcome the limiting friction, or you have to overcome the interlocking. So to start a cart, we require a more force than keep it to motion. Next one is, a sportsman uses shoes fitted with spikes. A sportsman uses shoes fitted with spikes in order to increase the friction. Next, ball bearings are used in machines. As you know, ball bearings are capable to convert the sliding friction into rolling friction. If we are using the ball bearings, then we are able to convert the sliding friction into rolling friction, and rolling friction is much more less than the sliding friction. So we use ball bearing in our machines to decrease the friction. Next one, tires of vehicles need to change regularly. As you know, when our vehicles moves on the road, then by the wearing effect, the groups of our tires destroyed, it became slippery. As a result, the force of friction decreases. So, in order to maintain the force of friction, we have to change our tire regularly or resole it again and again. Now next, machine parts are frequently oiled or greased. You know, oil or grease are the lubricants which decreases the friction. So, in order to decrease the friction between the moving parts of our machine, we frequently oiled or greased our machine. Next one is a sports car, aeroplane and boats are designed to have a streamlined shape. As you know, in fluid friction, we have already discussed that fluid also exert the friction. Fluid have two types, air and liquid are fluids. Fluids means such a state of matter which have the tendency to flow, means the media whose particles can flow are termed as fluid. I am repeating again, fluid means air and liquid. Why? Because the particles of air as well as liquid flow. So these are termed as fluid. So a sports car, aeroplane and boats designed to have a streamlined body because when they move in the fluid, means car moves in the air or boats moves in the water or liquid, force of friction acts on it. So in order to minimize the force of friction, streamlined shapes are provided to such bodies, means bodies which have to move in the fluid. Next one is metal chains are wrapped on tires when they run on icy road. You know, whenever our vehicle runs on icy road, the nature of the contacting surfaces is not rough, it is smooth. So, the force of friction acting between the tires of vehicle and the road decreases. Then in such situation, if we have to move our vehicle on a icy road, then we must have to increase the friction. So, in order to increase the friction, we wrap the tire with metal chain, due to which the surface is rough and friction increases. As a result, we can move our vehicle on the icy road. Next, rollers are used for transporting luggages. Rollers are used for transporting the luggages. As we know, whenever we have to transport any object from one place to another place, then more force of friction acts between the road and the object. So, in order to decrease the force of friction, we use the rollers. Why? Because rollers are capable to convert the sliding friction into rolling friction, and as we know, the rolling friction is much more less than the sliding friction. So, while transporting the objects or luggages from one place to another place, we use the rollers. There are so many examples in your daily life. Now, next one is State and explain with example how friction can help the cause of motion in a certain situation. For this, we have to discuss various cases. For example, in case of walking on the road, as already we have discussed, if there is a banana peel between our feet and the ground, we feel difficulty or if we fall down. So at first, for this question we have to discuss the case of walking. In second, we can write case of writing on paper with the help of pen or pencil. If there is less friction, then we cannot write easily. And third, holding any object. If any object is slippery, means there is less friction, the object is very smooth, then we feel difficulty in hold that object. So for this question, you have to explain these three things, which is already given in the book. When you revise your go through your book, then in book it is clearly written that in the case of walking, means friction is necessary for us. All the cases which are necessary for us, in our book it is given that some examples friction is necessary. So there are 3 points are given. Friction is necessary in the case of walking, in the case of writing, and in case of holding or catching on any object, friction is necessary. So for this question, you have to write the 3 facts written in the book. So in this way, just I have discussed all the questions in the book given also. I am trying to send some another questions with to you after this video, but at first I am suggesting you to go through the book, memorize the keywords, and try to do the question answer of these questions on your notebook. Give your response through the equation or WhatsApp, means on my personal WhatsApp number. But first thing is, if today class is clear, easy to understand, then give your response through the equation कि sir, chapter is clear or not. After that, write the solution of each questions. I suggest that you make a note, write the question answer, all these questions. Okay. Now one thing more. In this way, just in 4 classes, mean first 2 classes, just I have discussed the force and pressure. The question answer is not done, but I have sent the scanned copy of the question answer and keyword also. If it is possible, then try to do the question answer. If some students have some difficulty to do the question answer, then write me or inform me with the help of my WhatsApp number. I am ready to give the reply of the particular question asked by the particular student. Now we are in the situation that we have just finished the 2 chapters. Someone say, sir, your speed is very fast. In these 4 periods, you have completed the 2 chapters. Mainly, first chapter force and pressure in 2 classes, and next chapter force and friction is in 2 classes. But memorize that this is not only 2 into 2 4 classes. Each time period of each class is 1.5 hour, means one class, means class of today is of 3 periods of regular school class. So here we have taken only 4 classes, but these 4 classes means 4 into 3 12 classes. So from my side, the 2 chapters force and friction, force and pressure and friction is complete. Now in next class, according to myself, I have to start a new chapter. So remember this, these 2 chapters are finished. I have to start a new chapter. If you want to start a new chapter, then write me through Ecovision or WhatsApp that, sir, we are able to do these 2 chapters. These 2 chapters are clearly understood by us. Start new chapter. Okay? If any problem, it may be possible that I take 1 period for discussion on force and pressure, but it is just like killing your valuable time. As you know, schools are not. So we have to utilize our precious time in reading. So it is suggestion from me that you do the 2 chapters by itself, and be ready for the next chapter. If, I am repeating again, if any student have any problem to understood the 2 chapters taught in the previous classes, then you personally inform me on my WhatsApp number. Now homework is, or assignment is, memorize the keyword, make a notes, memorize the keyword and give the solution of each question, or write the solution of each question in your notebook. Send me on my WhatsApp number and be ready for the next chapter. If any student have some problem in understanding the previous chapters, means force and pressure and friction, then write me on my personal WhatsApp number. Okay, thank you. I am going to stop the class. If you have any problem, then write through the Ecovision or send your OK, and together with this send your desired to start the new class and new chapter related with physics. Okay, thank you, goodbye. बंद करो, ऐसा करनी है, बंद करो।